Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Saturday the 20th. Welcome to the first day of spring. And man, has it been a spring morning. It has been absolutely dumping. But at the moment, it is amazing. I was out there tinkering around in the garage and I go, whoa, is that sunshine? Look at that. Beautiful. Welcome to the spring of 2021. This first shot's being fired off blindly with the Insta360 Go 2. So after I said welcome to today there with the little Insta360 Go version 2, took this out, flew around for about a half an hour while the weather was nice. And it's amazing the amount of ground you can cover with a drone. And that camera with this iPhone 12 Pro Max, it's amazing what you can see through that camera. It's nuts. But anyway, no signs of poor little Sparky. Neighbors haven't seen anything. Man, who knows? The bad thing is we don't really know how, well, Kelly, unfortunately, and I don't pay, she kind of tends to the dogs more than I do. When I was out on the ride on this yesterday is when it dawned on her she hadn't seen him since about 7 o'clock yesterday morning. So when I come home on from the ride there, she's like hysterical. So we went running around through the tree farms and out in the logged area over there, screaming and hollering for him. And she goes, you got to go out and look. So I jumped on the Himalayan, went up and down the highway. I know he never goes that way, but I looked there and then went down all through the back areas there where behind us there, to the side of us where he tends to go. All the dogs go. They have a very small area. They're not like some of our previous dogs, but don't know, man. Don't know. Neighbors haven't seen anything still. So I don't know. It's a mystery. He's not hung up out there anywhere. I mean, I scoured like I was scanning for the Titanic out there. So anyway, poor old Sparky. Kelly's in there taking a nap, so I thought I'd surprise her and swap her levers out. I'll get over to the clutch side. One major flaw. There's nothing for the clutch switch. You can't. You have to have a functioning clutch switch. Bummer days. And it fits too loose in between the... Let's see if I can get this in here. It's way too loose. I mean, that thing's just floundering in there, not even close. Whoever I got this from on Amazon, major fail. Excuse me, I got the double take mirrors on hers. Of course, they'll have to be adjusted. I have lowered her forks, or I've lowered the front end, raised the forks as it may be, to give her a little extra footing on this thing. I mean, I literally sit on this thing with my knees bent the way it's set up. So we'll see how that works for her. I didn't take the front brake lever off. One of the things I noticed too is there's no, even on the lowest setting, they're just as far out as the stocks. There's nothing. The only thing you gain is longer reach. Usually when you go on the minimum, it brings you in quite a bit. The minimum on these are exactly the same place that the stock ones are. And I loosened her clutch adjustment even more. I mean, my fingers are bowed when it touches. So, I mean, my fingers literally go past the guards as it is. But we'll see. I don't know if she can even get on the thing. We'll see how she fits the bike and the levers. If she feels like crawling up on it. You know, one of the things I've noticed with these batteries, another reason, definitely spend a little extra and buy the Fly More kit when you buy any of these DJI drones. For whatever reason, I mean, that drone's been sitting there for hour and a half or so, and it didn't charge the battery yet. But it will charge that thing crazy fast if you put it in this. However, don't think you're going to charge all three at once. It takes the weakest and starts first. Well, these are already charged, so that was the one that's in the drone. That's been sitting in that drone for an hour and a half. And I've got it, I think this thing's like, goes up to 2 or 3 amps. I don't know. But anyway, it'll charge that thing in no time now. Of course, I don't know where it was at on the drone. You guys could probably hear the rain pounding down while I was talking to you in there. Look at the water filling up at the Annie rut. But look at this. The unfortunate thing is, unless you just want to go out and just get wet and nasty, if you go for a ride, well, that's coming. Look at that scary looking thing. But the roads are wet and it just wipes your bike out. She's seen me filming. I want her to see if she can get on the bike. So Kelly was out here and she's sitting on it. She definitely sits on the ground a lot better. And despite whatever with that lever, she loves the feeling of that. She goes, can you return that one and get the right one? I said, well, those are kind of inexpensive kits. We just have to somehow or another find the correct kit. I'll find it. I'm sure it's just probably for a previous year or other Royal Enfields. Who knows? We'll sort it out. It's no big deal. It's just a thing. We'll return those and get the correct ones, or get the correct ones and then return them. Just get the ball rolling, you know. But she loves that front brake. So would the clutch feel the same? I said, exactly. She goes, I'd be perfect. Look at the low stance of that thing. But fits her really good. She just had slippers on. She slowly got herself crawled on there. She's feeling a lot better today. Still sore. I think she cracked a rib. But she's tried to get her to go yesterday, and she goes, they're not going to do anything anyway. I said, so you must have done something at work on Wednesday? And she goes, I must have slept funny on it. I said, well, you know, if you had a cracked rib, you could have moved it in your sleep, and that's why you're in pain. Maybe you should have that looked at. You don't have to go kidnap her and take her to the doc or something, but whatever. She's doing a lot better today. But anyway, she got up on there, and even with the thin slippers on, she could have easily the balls of her feet, and that's with the bike not settled or anything, so she'll do good. I would just get her healed up so we can go out there and put them bags to use. What do you think? Well, so I come out here for to mess with that and ended up playing with hers for a bit. Let's throw some bags on it. Bag rails on this one right quick. We'll try a couple of things differently. We'll see how this works out. So there they're on, which is no big deal. I mean, really no big deal. Just follow the simple instructions. I even use a little tiny card one as a reference. I didn't bring my MacBook out here. What I'm thinking, well, what I was hoping is I could leave those there. But if you look kind of straight behind, they're being blocked by that bar. And then the other thing that becomes a problem is that people from the side can't see your rear reflector. You can see your rear reflector there. And I think the idea is with the taillight being farther out is you get a chance of seeing it. But yeah, at that angle, I don't know. It may be a smarter thing, but most likely the bag is going to cover the taillight anyway. But they'll definitely see the turn signals unless they're farther forward. But if you're level with the back, you'll see the winky dinkies. So what my thinking here is, because I hate, it is nice the way when you set this thing back, the wires come together and disappear. Well, that's great on a black bike like Kelly's. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to find a place underneath here, which is a plastic piece. Sorry about that. I think I hit the power button and shut us off. But this is a frame support, and it actually helps hold the fender. It even bolts into it. But what I'm thinking of doing is running the wires down and just sneaking underneath and I'll have to groove just a small little spot there to make sure the wires don't get chafed and cut in half. That way you'll only see just a short little piece of the wire coming down and across and going underneath the fender. My hopes are to disguise it because this thing is gray and it sticks out. Can imagine what it's like with the white ones or the silver ones. All right. See how it says it's 83 degrees in here? As you guys know, it's 62. And it did say 62 before I turned the key on and grabbed the ambient temperature sensor. That's it right there. It's in the rear fender. Go figure. I thought it was using the intake air pressure sensor to use it. Nope. It has its own sensor tucked in the back fender. That's pretty cool. It doesn't matter. It's still picking up the heat of the engine. Look, it's slowly going down now that I've let go of it. It still picks up the heat of the engine as it passes by and gets sucked under the fender. So it's always it's always higher than what it really is. Why don't you stick it up in the nose cone like BMW does? Stick it up there and get the real temperature. So there she is. She has bag rails, obviously, because it's got the bags on it. Oh, and where's my turn signal wires? They're actually there. You just gotta look a little close. Purposely put them at an angle that as you're walking around the bike, you're not going to see them. But I took some fancy little Dremel tool and stuff work to make that work. I think it'd have been easier to just relocate the rear taillight, but because of that gray fender, I did not want to see those wires going up. And like I say, with Kelly's, you don't even notice them. It just kind of blends in. But there we are. Look at that. Man, we are set to roll. And just like Kelly's bags, I have four keys. And of course, both bags are keyed the same, so not too, that'd be kind of funky to have two separate keys. But yeah. So, I got this Royal Enfield filter with these bags, and I was supposed to get another Royal Enfield filter because I ordered these bags separate, and then I ordered those black ones. They had a deal with the black bags and the rails together, so I just used the rails that came with the black bags and put them on my bike. But anyway, the silver bags or aluminum bags came with the filter in it, and there was no filter with the black bags. I'm like, well, I was supposed to get a free filter with that too, but it's just a spiff. I mean, if it wasn't there, I wasn't going to cry about it. Open this bag and it was sitting in there. So Kelly and I, we have 8 Royal Enfield or Himalayan oil filter kits. A really super nice customer viewer brought 4 in. I had bought 2, then I got 2 more. That's pretty cool, man. We're set for oil changes for a while. Just a lot of expensive oil. Doesn't have to be, but I like to buy the nice oil. But anyway, here we are. Kayla and I were discussing the reflectors if we want them put in no more than 70 miles an hour with these attached. That's not a problem. Not a problem. This one went, other than me doing the goofy mod with the turn signal wires, it went really smooth. But I wanted them. I was looking at Kelly's, a couple of times now. I thought, I wonder if there's a way I can make those wires. The trick is that plastic guard underneath there is very tight against the fender, so you can't chafe any wires. But I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. Look at that. She's ready to go touring. She says, let's go on and hit the road. Ha, dang. All right. Kelly's super happy with her black bags too, so this is all good. All right. that'll be it for today. It's just been off and on rain all day today, huh, Sashi? Getting to do a goodbye in the daylight, as long as that doesn't get me a mama. Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to a windblown goodbye. I don't have no way of, because it's, I can't put any kind of wind protection on the mics on this thing. But yeah, at least we're getting an outside goodbye, and it's not pouring down rain at the moment,
which is good.
Very nice. So Mom and I, we have bags must travel.
Yes, we have very good bags.
That'll be really nice to, because you can ride around those things. They're still the same bike, and they got some storage. If we take trips, we'll get some duffel bags to set in the middle.
Yeah.
Those will work as backrests and everything else, because you'll spend more time in the saddle when you're going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be fun.
It is.
It's working out perfect. I like it.
Yes.
Still no sign of Sparky, and I'm here to tell you, whatever went down, all the dogs just hang close. Yeah. Nobody leaves the yard.
Yeah, something weird.
Yeah, something's got them all scared.
Yeah.
No sign of that dog flying around the drone. I could see perfectly everywhere. Whatever it was, it's got the other dogs either just weirded out because he's not here, or they seen something.
Yeah, because normally they wander and play out there in the open area or out there in the fields. They're not leaving the yard at all.
Hanging really close.
And wanting to stay in the house, which they never do.
Yeah, poor Danny, he is just distraught because them two are like two peas in a pod. So he just mopes around, just got this sad look on his face. He won't come in the shop with me either. It's not like something, I mean, they caught it on camera if it happened here in the yard, you know.
Yeah.
Or anywhere around the whole house. I spent a lot of money on camera.
Yeah.
It's nice though. Anyway, we're gonna bail on that.
Alrighty, well thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up, and you guys have a wonderful Sunday or Monday.
Heck yeah. And keep your thoughts for Sparky, that he's just lost somewhere, or somebody grabbed him and he'll escape and come home, or somebody goes, I found your dog, or something.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, poor old Sparky.
I know, I can't talk about it, I'll cry.
Yeah, pouring down rain last night. But anyway, we'll go before she gets all choked up. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.